Welcome to DrakusTV. I'm your host, Drakus. Today we open Star Wars Rebels Micro Galaxy Squadron TIE Advanced Prototype number 0214 by Joshware. We got this one for $22.99 from Amazon. Let's look at the package. Let's open it. This is what we got out of the package. So we see the minifigure, the Seven Sister Inquisitor, and the TIE Fighter Advanced Prototype B1. So let's look at the minifigure. The minifigure looks okay. It's the Seven Sister Inquisitor. We saw this character in the series Star Wars Rebels. Now let's take a look at the TIE Fighter Advanced Prototype B1. Let's put it in the front shot, and that would be a front view from the ship. Then look from the back, and that's the ship from the back. This from one side. There's not much to see if you put it on the side with that panel covering everything. This is an armor panel as opposed to have a full solar panels outside. We give it more protection to the ship, but it produces less power. Therefore, they actually have fuel on the ship as well. Also just solar power. Then let's look at from the top. Technically I could fold those wings in and make it all the way to the bottom, but we're gonna look at that later. Let's look for the bottom. Not much to see here, just the same, but this is a very nice ship. Not bad. One shot there, not bad. I would prefer to have those panels outside, but this is just a different iteration, evolution as the Empire were just trying different things. This ship will have been around at the same time as the TIE Fighter Advanced Prototype X1, or otherwise known as the TIE Fighter from Darth Vader. Let's see the other features, right? So it doesn't have many features to look at. You can fold the wings inside, and that way you can land it flat. That makes some sense. You want to land it on the belly because it doesn't have any kind of landings, and you don't want the people just jumping out of the ship. It'd be so electric. I don't know about that. But basically the main purpose is because it occupies less space in the main carriers. So let's look at the inside. Let's put some light in there, much better. And we can see, well, the cockpit. Pretty nice. Let me put that there. And let's bring the figure. We have here the minifigure again. Look. Ready to pilot it. So let's go inside the cockpit. Come on. Oh god, this is there. Thrown in there. So sorry. Oh wow, that sounds better than gonna get there. I think she's so uncomfortable in there, but I don't care. This is as close as it get there. And then we close the hatch. There you go. You like to pilot the ship? Pilot the ship this way. Yep. And then let's put it like that. Yeah. And there is no way you can see the figure inside, so that's okay too. Yeah, I do like it. I do like the ship, and I like I don't like how difficult it got in there, and I thought it was easier in the TIE Fighter Advance, the X1. Anyway, that was fun. So comparison time. We have here the TIE Fighter Advanced Prototype B1 from Star Wars Rebels, and this is the TIE Fighter Advanced Prototype X1 for Darth Vader from Star Wars A New Hope. and you can see that both ships are about the same size. Darth Vader ship a little bit more robust and with a bigger solar panel to power the whole ship, as opposed to the smaller solar panels that only power the weapon system. I think the weapon system and the electronics, and you need extra energy supply for twin ion engines. The weapon system look about the same size too in both, and they look about the non-evolution of each other, more like in the same era, which are, I think they are in the same era. Star Wars Rebels is just between the Star Wars number 3, Revenge of the Sith, to Star Wars number 4, A New Hope. So it would make sense that Darth Vader would have been around his X1, where the Inquisitor just got the V1 version. But I'm pretty sure a comic book will have reconned this somehow, which I haven't read. So, but they look pretty good. Let's look from another shot, and this is both ship from the top, and you can see how the Darth Vader TIE Fighter Advanced prototype is much bigger, with bigger panel. You have to power everything. Where the TIE Fighter Advanced prototype for the Inquisitors it only powers a small portion of the ship. So which one do you like? Obviously I'm partial with the Darth Vader TIE Fighter Advanced prototype X1, but there's no denying that the Inquisitors TIE Fighter Advanced prototype V1 is a very nice ship, very nice looking ship. Final thought about this starfighter. I do think I like this starfighter, but I do like the ship. I mean, it was the Rebel show. It was a continuation of the Star Wars Clone Wars. It wasn't as good as the Star Wars Clone Wars, my opinion. But one thing that was good about the show is bringing us ships that we knew from what it is now Star Wars Legends, bringing them back into the canon, like the TIE Fighter Defender. And now we had this totally new ship, the TIE Fighter Advanced prototype V1 for the Inquisitors, that could fold the wings and inside. And that was a very good welcome addition. We have other vehicles like the STDP that we saw in that series of world, but it was good because of that, because it brought ships that I really like, and this is one of them. So what can I say? This is a 5 out of 5. Yes, and I forgot to open, here goes, Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Series 10 Mystery Vehicle and Figure. I forgot to open this one from the set that we got, so let's open this one. First, let's look at the package. The front, that's the back, that is the side, one of the sides. This is the other side. This is the bottom and the top of the box. So now let's open it. So we got Ahsoka again with a different vehicle. Thank you for watching. Take care. On to the next one. Bye.